My name is Ed Hoke. For those of you who don't know me, I am a retired United Methodist pastor. Way back in the day, I was the associate pastor here at First United Methodist Church back in the late 80s. So it's good to be with you and to share with you in this coming Advent season. And once again, we find ourselves preparing for the coming of Christ, preparing for the celebration, trying to get our focus off of all the decorations and tinsel and gift giving, and get our minds and get our hearts into what this season is really all about. This season, we're going to be studying a book by Adam Hamilton called Incarnation, Rediscovering the Significance of Christmas. Reverend Hamilton does an interesting thing here to start out this study by comparing Jesus' time in ministry to a campaign for king, and then he kind of compares it to a campaign to be president. Some of you may not know that recently I got elected to be the road commissioner of Makanda Township. And I want to tell you what, it's been an experience. It's my first experience being involved in politics in any way, shape, or form. And I only say this because it kind of relates to this whole premise by Reverend Hamilton about Jesus actually running a campaign. The whole campaign experience was very interesting. And one of the things I did at the beginning of that is I asked myself, what is it that the people want from me? Our campaign slogan was, expect better. And so my platform was basically to offer better transparency, better communication, better participation in the decision-making process for the roads, and better budget management. Have you ever asked yourself the question, what do I want from Christ? What captured my heart to begin with? What drew me to the faith? Adam points out that Jesus basically broke every rule there was in running a campaign. He didn't target the right people. He targeted the poor people. He targeted those that were down and out. He targeted those that really had no power and no influence in his supposedly trying to become king. And yet, the disciples, while they were getting it all wrong as to what the campaign was all about, they eventually got it right. And if you will, they elected Jesus to be the king of their hearts and to be the king of their lives, to be their Messiah. Through history, Jesus has continued to be accepted as the Messiah. We continue to elect Christ into our hearts. Or if you will, we accept Christ as the King of our lives. As you go through this study, as you proceed through Advent, ask yourself and try to rediscover, what is it about Jesus that brought you to faith? What is it about the gospel message that continues to captivate you, to inspire you, and to want to follow the teachings of Christ? What is it that keeps you in the struggle to live up to the price that Christ paid for you to understand just the kind of king he is? Why do you keep electing Christ as the king of your life? And as you pursue this in this study, I think that you will rediscover and maybe be able to make a new commitment as to what this season is all about, the incarnation of the Christ. Thanks for listening, and may you have a blessed and wonderful Christmas.